Honestly, I have no idea what you're looking at back there. I often get asked if bobs like these can fit into ponytails. Honestly, I can't say enough good things about them. I think if I were forced to choose only one of them, ugh. Hi everybody, welcome back to the Chiquel YouTube channel. My name is Amanda and today I'm going to be showing you guys 3 bobs that I have been absolutely in love with lately, and I think you're going to really love them too. But before I jump into it, I'm going to remind you to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel where you can learn even more about alternative hair. Now, one thing I absolutely love about these sort of mid-length, shorter bobs is that they are just so easy. They are your ultimate throw and go wig, and they are a piece that is going to last you a little bit longer than a wig that you might have that's a bit longer, you know, shoulder length and below. There's not going to be as much friction on your shoulders or on your clothing as there would be with your longer pieces, which means that the ends are not going to get as frizzy as your longer pieces. They're also not going to tangle as much, and they're just typically much easier to maintain. So I just think that everybody needs a good bob in their wig closet. They are such a cute and flirty length and such a staple piece to have. So with all that being said, let me talk about the piece I have on my head right now. So I'm wearing a wig right now by Jon Renau, and I have to be honest with you guys, I don't truly know the proper way to say this wig. It's spelled H-A-U-T-E, and it's either Haute or Haute. I have seen people pronounce it both ways, and I haven't been able to find a definitive answer about what it's actually called. So as I keep talking, I'm just gonna call it Haute if I ever address the name again. I mean, really, it's a 50-50 chance, right? If you know the definitive answer, then let me know below and I'd be glad to listen to your expertise. So right off the bat here, I'm going to talk about the color. This is in the color FS27, otherwise known as Strawberry Syrup. So Strawberry Syrup is going to be more of a medium red gold blonde. Really, it's like a strawberry tone. That's sort of that base color you see here. And all throughout, you're going to have chunky, sort of gold highlights. I wouldn't say they're a warm golden highlight. They're more of a neutral golden blonde going throughout the whole piece. But anytime you see the term FS in Jon Renau's color codes, that means that there's something a little bit more significant about the color. And in this case, it's a chunkier highlight. So it's just something that's gonna be a little bit more noticeable than, you know, your typical blended colors. So FS27, Strawberry Syrup. One of my favorite things about this wig in general is the density. If you are looking for a light density piece, this one is the one. You guys, it is a nice low density. A big complaint I have from so many people is that they're going through hair loss and they want to find a wig that's going to feel and look natural on them based on the amount of hair. And often women order these wigs, they see it online, they don't do as much research into it, and they get it assuming it's going to look right on them, but then they get it, put it on, and it's just so much hair for them. And as someone going through hair loss, you know, you're not used to a lot of hair, and wigs can often have a lot of hair. Haute does not. I promise you guys, it is a low density piece, and to top it all off, there is no permatease on this, so you're not gonna have any poofiness anywhere on the wig. It's honestly just going to lay so flat. So let me spin for you. You can see all angles. One thing I should let you guys know about these low density, no permatease wigs is that because there's not a lot of hair and because there's no permatease to hide the wefting, this is an open wefted cap, by the way, which I'll talk about in a bit. Because you don't have that to hide the wefting, you could potentially run into the possibility of the wefts being shown if the hair is moved in a way that it's gonna show it. So I'll show you kind of what you might see. Honestly, I have no idea what you're looking at back there. I don't know if you saw the wefting or not, because I can't see the back of my own head right now, but it's just something I want to warn you about that I have noticed sometimes in these lower density, no permatease pieces. So if you are concerned about that, then that's maybe something to just consider. All right, Haute has a lace front. This is a temple to temple lace front. It doesn't extend into your ear tabs here. Okay, so you see how I just like pulled my hair up here? You can kind of see the wefting just right through here. So just, you know, be careful. Anyways, the lace goes right here, right to your temples. There is a bit of an abrupt transition, but you're always gonna get that abrupt transition when the lace does not extend into your ear tabs. But it's not too noticeable, especially with your hair down, you know, you're not gonna notice that transition at all. But this is a really lovely natural lace front, especially in this color, because we do have the lighter pieces coming forward to disguise the knotting. So it is a nice natural lace front. I don't have any problems with it. And then Haute has a left monofilament part. So that gives you the ability to change your part line anywhere within about a 1-inch section on the left side of your head. Now, if I were to part this as close as I can to the inner seam of your left 1-inch part here, you could pretty much get a center part. It's just off center from my nose here, just off center. However, if you have enough room to shift it like 1/2 centimeter, this could become a center part as well. So you do have a couple options with you, but it is made as a left parted wig, but you can go center if you really want. And I should mention that the fibers on this, they are so soft, they are so lightweight, and they are heat friendly. So this is a really easy piece to maintain with heat. You will find that heat friendly fibers get a little bit frizzier and fuzzier faster than your plain synthetics. But I find that with the ends getting like that, you can easily take our blow dryer brush to your ends, and that's gonna help straighten out all the frizziness really quickly. I find that takes like a minute at the most to do. So it's not a ton of upkeep. It's just something you have to do a little bit more regularly. All right, the inside of this cap, here's that left part, and it goes all the way back to the crown, which is a really nice feature to have. Just gives you all of that scalp-like appearance on top of your head. And then your lace front. It's open wefted throughout your whole cap, which is gonna give you some ventilation, breathability, and it's gonna feel pretty lightweight because this is a low density piece. It's a very lightweight. This is an awesome summer wig to have. We have velvet ear tabs and a velvet nape. It's not extended, so it's not, you know, about 1 inch wide. It's just this small velvet nape with Velcro adjusters. So this is Haute by Jon Renau, and I'm gonna pull out another Jon Renau wig that I think you're also gonna love too. All right, my next one for you is called Christy, and like I said, also by Jon Renau. This one is going to be a little bit higher density, and it's gonna have a bit of a different cap. I'll talk about the cap in a minute, but first I wanna talk about this beautiful color. So this is in the color 24BT18S8, otherwise known as Shaded Mocha. This is a really popular color. This is going to have a sort of medium natural ash blonde with a little bit of golden blonde blended throughout it. You can kind of see that here in some highlighting. And then the tips are gonna be a little bit more on the golden side, but honestly, it doesn't really show that much. I just find it's a really nice blend of medium natural ash blonde with some golden as well. And then you do have these medium brown roots here. Very neutral toned medium brown. I don't find it leans cool or warm either. Shaded Mocha, a really popular color. Now this cap is so comfortable. We have a fully hand-tied cap here. Before I show you that though, here is a full monofilament top, so you can part this anywhere you want, and it's always gonna give you that natural illusion of scalp. We do have a lace front that's extended into your ear tabs as well. Plus our velvet ear tabs, a velvet extended nape with Velcro adjusters. And now this cap is 100% hand-tied. There's not even any wefting around the bottom here. It has a nice stretch to it, and it's going to fit really comfortably. I do find that Christy fits pretty true to average. So this can fit for an average size person. It could probably stretch to fit a little bit bigger than average. And for me, as a petite sized head, I do find that if I adjust the Velcro adjusters to come in just a little bit, it does fit me nicely with not too much bulk. I find that with hand-tied caps, they aren't gonna be as bulky as a wefted cap might feel. And it does lay pretty flat to my head. So it doesn't feel too bulky. I do feel like it fits me comfortably as a petite sized head. Okay, so this is gonna be a little bit higher density than Haute. So this is probably light to medium density, and also no permatease on this because this is a hand-tied everywhere cap. So anytime you have a hand-tied feature, there's gonna be no permatease. Let me do a spin for you. Now, last time with Haute, I was telling you about how the low density, no permatease, you might be able to see through to the wefting. You're not gonna find that on Christy at all because there is no wefting to see through to. It's all hand tied. And there's a little bit more hair on here. So the ability to, get through the hair to see the cap is gonna be low. And plus that hand tied feature is kind of gonna make it look like it's growing right from your scalp anyways. So if you are a little bit concerned, you might prefer Christy over Haute if you don't mind the bit of extra density in this. Now, Christy is made with synthetic fibers. These are not heat friendly. These are just purely synthetic. You're gonna find synthetics are a little bit more durable, last a little bit longer than heat friendly synthetics. They're not gonna get as frizzy as quickly as heat friendly synthetics. However, one of the downfalls of plain synthetics is that they're going to be a little bit more shiny. That being said though, I don't find that shaded Mocha on Christy is insanely shiny. I really have not been too overwhelmed by the shine at all. And I'm someone who's pretty picky about wearing a shiny wig. Like if it's too shiny for me, I honestly won't wear it. But this one, I feel pretty good about. And if you're ever concerned about that shine, you can take some dry shampoo. Any dry shampoo typically will be okay. Spray it all over and it's gonna dull it down a little bit. And also over time, as you wash it, the shine is going to dull down, so it's not going to be as vibrant as when you first take it out of the box. Overall, this one is pretty good. Here's that lace front. This one does extend a little bit into your ear tabs, so you're gonna have more of a natural transition of lace into ear tabs, so it's not gonna be as quite abrupt as you saw on the Haute. So it gives you a little bit more space to play around with styling in terms of pulling it off of your face if you want. For the color of shaded Mocha, they do bring some of that lighter golden blonde highlighting forward to help make the knotting a little bit lighter. So it is a nice natural lace front, I find. And then your full monofilament top gives you the ability to part it anywhere you want. You can be deep right, deep left, center, off center, all of the possibilities in Christy. All right, I'm gonna take Christy off and show you guys the last wig I have for you today. And this one is Leah Mono Part 2 by Ellen Wille. This has been such a popular piece lately. It is the ultimate just blunt cut bob, and you're gonna see why it's so awesome in just a minute when I put it on. But let me just talk about the color I have here first. This is in the color Chocolate Rooted. Chocolate Rooted is basically a medium brown base. You're gonna have some 8 in here and some 6, and then all throughout it, you're gonna have some more reddish brown highlighting as well. So this is definitely a warm brunette with some reddish tones throughout it. And then we do have some darker roots as well. It's gonna be a medium brown root. However, since this already is a medium brown wig or a medium brown color, the rooting is so extremely subtle. It almost just makes it look like a little bit of a grown out highlight from those reddish browns highlights throughout the wig. And then the inner workings of this cap, it's a very similar cap to Haute in the sense that it has that left monofilament part, so you can play around with parting right here. We have a lace front. Now the difference between this lace front and Haute's lace front is that this one does extend into your ear tabs and just gradually melt into the ear tabs, more similar to Christy's lace front. If I show you Haute's lace front again, you'll see that it stops a little bit more abruptly here, and this one melts gradually into your ear tabs. So Haute and Leah. It's also an open cap, or an open wefted cap, just like Haute is, with velvet ear tabs. This one has a velvet extended nape, so it's just a bit thicker. Sometimes adds a little bit more comfort. And then we have Velcro adjusters. All right, let's get this on. You can see how stinking cute this bob is. This is another perfect one for the summertime because it is open wefted and low density with no permatease. So let me give you a spin right away. You can see the blunt cut that this has. Now, I don't know if you saw any of the wefting, because just like I was talking about on Haute, how with these lower density pieces, you might be able to see through the wefting if the wind blows in a funny way. But here she is. Now you might find on the right hand side here, the pieces want to come forward. Sometimes I find that with left parted wigs, the pieces on the right side want to come forward. You can try and fix that with a little bit of heat because this is made with heat-friendly synthetic fibers. So spraying with a little bit of water, using maybe a blow dryer, a hot comb, any kind of heat to bring the fibers back, almost overtrain them to go back, clip them in place, let it cool for about 10 minutes or so, and when you let go, the fibers will be trained to give more of like a swoopy doopy look at the front here, as opposed to wanting to come straight forward like this. So there are some things you can do to help with that problem. I personally find that Leah 2 does fit pretty true to average, and I'm feeling that because, like I said earlier, I am a petite size, and this one is pretty much right out of the box. I haven't done anything other than fix the parting on this, but I haven't adjusted anything, and it does feel just a little bit big on me. So I find whenever anything is just a little bit big on me, it's more of an average size. Now, I often get asked if bobs like these can fit into ponytails. Sometimes people like cute little ponytails on the back. I will show you that this one, you're gonna have a hard time fitting it in a lower ponytail. First of all, that looks crazy. If you pull it back into an elastic here, you are sort of gonna fit it, but I don't feel like these pieces in the front are gonna hold very well. They're gonna probably slip out. So you probably, yes, it's just gonna come right out. So you will have these floppers in the front, but you could fit like a tiny little, tiny little nubbin ponytail in the back. What this could do though is come back in like a cute little clip, half up, half down, or, you know, just kind of pin it back on each side. And that would be really cute too. All right, you guys, that's pretty much all I have to share with you today about these 3 fantastic wigs. Honestly, I can't say enough good things about them. Haute and Leah 2, I love both of them equally for their light density, low profile look, and just cute bob style. And Christy, I love, first of all, for its comfortable cap. These are just so cozy to wear. And then I do love this one for a little bit more of an elevated bob. You know, Leah and Haute are just gonna be that low profile, quick, easy throw and go out the door. You know, you don't look too overdone in these, but Christy's, since it has a little bit more hair, a little bit more volume, you're gonna look a little bit extra in it, but not too extra, if you know what I mean. Now, before you go though, I would love to hear which one of these 3 you would choose. I think if I were forced to choose only one of them, I think I would go for Christy. I don't know, it's a hard call. I would probably go either Christy or Haute. Anyways, let me know which one you would choose. And with that, I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next time. Bye, everybody.